You know, they can all be unforgettable Christmases if you do something stupid enough, like burn your house down or burn the Christmas feast. Also, this movie is called Christmas on My Mind. I don't know why, but it is. This is the second time I've reviewed a Hallmark movie in the book where they decided to change things for no reasons. Also, this is book 2 in the series. Stop doing that! Lucy is rushing down the street with a wedding dress in hand, but suddenly slips and falls, hitting her head in front of Santa Claus of all people. The poor woman is very confused. Amnesia. Classic. Oh my god, it is a classic Christmas trope. I'm just now realizing that. I wonder why that is, but I don't want to look up the logistics or anything like that. So we're going to move on from that. Anyway, Santa helps her out, retelling that she's in Maine and it's December 17th. She goes to the Roadhouse restaurant to her ex-boyfriend Zach, who is the owner. He and his brother Beau are terribly confused. Me too, guys. Yeah, it turns out the two broke up 2 years ago and were engaged and were supposed to be married technically this week. The embarrassment I'm feeling for this poor girl is steaming. She is very, very, very confused. As she's taking everything in, she passes out. She wakes up in the hospital with Zach by her side. Still loves her. Fuck. She's apparently the executive director of the Levitt Art Foundation, or she would be after her aunt passed.
And that is a whole big bucket of bummer.
So the doctor comes over and says that she doesn't have a concussion, thankfully, but she, for some reason, seems to be stuck 2 years ago and remembers nothing as of recent. The doctor tells her not to worry since her memories will come back and to take it easy. Yeah! Hey, if you two are no longer a thing, then why do you still have a wedding ring? I've never been engaged, so I'm just wondering what the plan was for it, if you wanted to give it back, or... Zach drives her back home as her coworker and best friend Anna is there. She also relays that she's engaged to Brad. Oh no, the love triangle is back. I hate this. This also explains the dress in that they're to be wed New Year's. I genuinely feel bad for everyone here because no matter what, someone's gonna get hurt. There's a Christmas party, and instead of telling people or even letting Brad help, she decides to go and try. You may need the sponsors, lady. Lucy also talks like she's a different person. President Lucy is more professional and can't work her way around the kitchen, while Lucy was creative and a baker and even likes to make her own things. Lucy decides to go to Bedford Harbor to try and jog her memory, and with Anna in tow, they head to the Roadhouse restaurant where Beau is trying to get Zach to help her with the harbor skating rink. They offered to go as we cut Aunt Audrey's cottage. She's passed, leaving the foundation to her, and so on and so forth. Oh, and did we forget to mention that Lucy and Zach's wedding was going to be on Christmas and it ruined the day for both of them? I wonder why. Everyone goes ice skating as someone new joins the party. Zach's girlfriend, Morgan. Forgot to mention that, didn't ya? At least Lucy's excuse is amnesia. What's yours, Zach? Zach tells Beau that he did forget to mention it, but also states that it's kind of irrelevant since in a few weeks she'll remember everything and go back to Brad. While this is happening, Lucy also still feels uneasy about everything between them and what went wrong. Why don't you just ask? No, really, ask. That would be smart, but amnesia took all the brain cells with it. So, the doctor suggests that maybe she's psychologically blocking the trauma out, and what the doctor really should be saying is, why the hell have you not been asking him or his brother or his mom? Like, they are more probably closer to the source, you know? Zach and Lucy go to a tree farm as Zach kind of alludes that Christmas is ruined for him. Wonder why. They take the tree back as Brad shows up. How? He asked around. Murder in the making, folks. He has come by to try and help her remember him and mostly try to show Zach that he is her boyfriend. Lucy admits that she doesn't see Brad in that way, that the old her did enough to marry her. Why not talk this out? Like, this movie could be 30 minutes if we did. They go to a snowman making contest where Lucy is kind of leading on that she just wants to do things with Zach and Brad, the +1. Morgan shows up too. Perfect. She got this wine thing going on for her dad's work, so she asks Zach for some, and he alludes to no, but she says to think about it. Lucy finds out that her art program she originally went up north for never got made, and this gets her thinking why and what's happened since the whole reason she moved up here. Zach's mom offers her a spot to do the painting class, in which she's happy about it. Lucy decides that she's not going to ask Zach about the relationship since he's still hurt by it, and just decides to move on.
Excuse me, what?
So from here on, it's mostly here we're doing these competitions, and Lucy and Zach end up around each other, and same with Brad and Morgan for some reason. Wonder if that's a sign. Indeed it is, as their partners break up with them.
Have you talked to Zach about what happened to you two?
Oh, sure, when I say it goes on deaf ears, but when she says it, she's got a point. But before a happy couple could be together, why did they break off the engagement? They broke up after the sled ride, and Zach was the one to break it off because Lucy wanted to only think about others, aka Aunt Audrey and the foundation. To be fair, valid, but he also says that the communication kind of sucked when it came to talking about themselves. This makes Lucy upset that she was led to believe it was her fault. You're both at fault. His reasons are valid, but you should have asked, and he should have told. She leaves back up north for a meeting at the foundation and realizes a lot of things that she wasn't happy with was because she didn't push enough for them. So now she will. Asking for the art program, doing what she thinks is right, and even Zach coming back into her life. You're going to focus on communication though, right?
That makes way too much sense.
Good. By God, do I feel bad for everyone. Like, Lucy forgets 2 years of her life and clearly still loves her ex, Zach. But no matter what, someone was going to get hurt, and it's just so heartbreaking to watch her try to remember and feel those emotions all over again. This Hallmark movie is sponsored by Ram. Not like every other time it's by blurred car logo or whatever. Or clearly like, hey, this was a Ford, but we took the sticker off. Morgan is such a jealous bitch. And I adore her for trying to be this is my man, back off approach. Anna and Bo immediately just hit it off, and I love that for him. This is the first time I've seen a Hallmark character cry over an argument. Like, I think my Christmas love was because of her mom giving her family the presents even after death. But this one kind of caught me off guard because most of them just look so sad or go off somewhere until the main love interest comes back. Kudos to you, movie. Bad. I have no clue why, but every sign looks like it's photoshopped in an Arial or bold Arial. Makes me laugh, but they just all stand out weirdly, like they're weirdly photoshopped. Why did both of them have to be in relationships? If they were, how come both of them weren't more present or at least blowing their phones up to try and talk to them, to see them, or even just, visit more often, as more explained later? Also, I'd be a little weirded out on Zach's side that my boyfriend and his ex are hanging out after not doing so for 2 years. Why is no one telling anyone anything? Or better yet, say, she knows jack shit about our breakup. So please, be patient. Also, why does Brad not try and be like, hey, let me half and half this? Like, you could try and be with Zach and he tell you about the relationship and why it didn't work out. And I could show you why me and you are a good couple and why we decided to get married. I don't know. Again, 2 years, unlike the book where it was almost like a few months. And I'm not kidding you. So, moved on fast. I kind of got a little, I reviewed this book. You should go check out the review for that. There's also another cat in here, dear Lord. But, let's just say that this amnesia story kind of happens in June and doesn't end until, near the end of July. They have at least one point in time where they're like, oh, Zach and, what's her name? Zach and Lucy, they were supposed to get married in November. I don't know how Hallmark made it to be a Christmas movie. I mean, at least this is the most memorable Hallmark movie. Especially because Hallmark decided to say, hey, remember amnesia tropes? Yeah, those are cool. Let's do that.